What's good? You already know what it is, the one and only UNWRAP. So what we got going on today, pretty much this week. So let's get into it. Let me show y'all what we got done and what we are about to start on. What we saw in the previous video, this Tesla Model Y is all finished up in a psychedelic flip by 3M. Tinted the headlights, fog lights, and the tail lights as well. So it is done. It is pretty much ready to go. So let's take you over to what we got going on now. This GLE 53 was wrapped at another shop out in Vegas. They did an alright job. I mean, I'm not gonna really criticize people, but stuff like that, little stuff. Let's see. The corners are not the best. I'm just gonna point that out. Yeah, corner games is not it. But overall, besides the corners not really being the best, probably use some cheap ass wrap or a brand. But yeah, the corners are not good. So we're basically going to be unwrapping this vehicle. It is white, so we're going to be taking care of that. You know, look at that. Didn't do the best of job when it came to wrapping this vehicle, but we are about to strip it, get it back to its original color, and we will be wrapping it another color. But she wants it unwrapped first before we wrap it, so I'm just doing a little walk around on how they wrap this car. The whip do smell like a whole bunch of dank. That's how you know a nigga be sitting in that seat. Niggas only sit like that. Hate to say that word, but sorry. My ninjas be sitting like that. She sit close, but the seat back is kind of how my wife drives. But yeah, clean whip, etc. Yeah. So we're just gonna get this unwrapped for her. Got all that material in there. Look like they removed the trims. The trims pop out fairly easy. I feel like they use some fairly good material, so I'm gonna pull this in and get this unwrapped. See how quick we can get this done and out of here. Let's see how they wrap this. Look like they fed that all right. Got a little bubble here, but not too bad. All right, man, let's get into it. Also found one little thing that they plasti-dipped the inside of this area because they didn't tuck the material and cut it. Basically what you want to do is you want to put about knifeless tape here, run that all the way around, and then pick the knife, cut the knifeless, pick that material up a little bit, and then just stuff the rest of the material in there. Shout out to my guy Maverick Wraps who put me on that tip. But they basically spray plastic dip along the whole little trim, etc. But yeah, it's just little stuff. They did a fairly decent job. You don't, like, if you close the door, you don't see any white. So kudos to them for making that happen. Yeah, here. So yeah, shout out to them for, you know, you would never know it's really a white car unless you're really up on it. But overall, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing unwrapped and get it to the customer. And eventually she will be back to get it wrapped. So for all the people out there in the world that's very curious on the process of, woo, look, burning myself. Accidentally turned that bad boy on. Almost got cooked. Anywho, for the people that So there's different quotes that you can receive on getting your car unwrapped. One, if your car is basically faded, the material's cracking, anything in that nature, you're looking at anywhere between like $1,500 to basically $2,000 to unwrap your vehicle. Something like this, being the size it is, you're looking at probably like $1,000, because one, the material's only been on here for a certain amount of months, the material's not cracking, and also we do have to remove a few things here and there. Let's say like the door handles have to get taken off just to get, you know, the material to come off cleanly. So the door handles come off. Maybe the tail lights, if we can get all the material from underneath. The trims have to come off as well. So it's a lot more to it than just peeling the material off. You have to heat it properly. You have to peel it off. If you're just ripping it, it's a high chance that some material, well, not even some material, you will cause some clear coat to come off of the vehicle if you're just peeling the shit off raw. You don't want to do that. You want to heat it up, get it nice and hot and moist. You know, you don't want to go in there, you know, when it's all dry and whatnot. You don't want to do that. So yeah, you lube it up, aka get the material hot first, people. Get it hot, do it this way. That way you don't have to worry about somebody's paint or clear coat coming up and getting damaged. So please do it this way, you know? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this nasty corner I showed y'all yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but right now. So going after this corner right here, as y'all can see, we got it up. Look at that. This feel like this might be some Avery Dennison material, just on how smooth it's coming up. So it looks like these here, these are clips. So it's like I said, it's a lot more to it when it comes to unwrapping cars. You have to remove certain stuff to get it to come off clean. So this works really well. It gets the material really hot. Couple of swings, and you're pretty much good to go. Emblems always come off, so those are no longer a thing. Real Basuda. So yeah, just thought I'd give y'all a little pro tip on unwrapping. Now this is how you unwrap a vehicle.
Would you like a receipt?
Honestly, I don't think I will ever understand why wrap shops do this. So, on this car, touching the edges, right? There's not really any like 3M, like primer or etc. But you get to this edge here, you feel some 3M 94, and then you come over here, you can literally see like they brush the whole thing. Like they literally took a paintbrush with the shit and went all the way along the edge. I'm just like, bro, it's a trunk. So they did it here as well. Primer 94 all in here. Then they did the trunk. I'm like, bro, this is not a recessed area. And they also did it around here. You can literally see where they put it. You see that? They literally brushed it. And then they went all the way around here. I'm just like, come on now. Y'all were doing so fucking good. So like around here, nothing. But I'm like, this isn't even a deep recess. Nothing. This isn't even a deep recess. It's weird on where they put this shit. And we're back with more good old news. All right, so I am down here looking at this material, right? You know, it's kind of normal if you don't really feed the material right, but look at that. They wrapped this in 2 pieces. You can definitely wrap this in 1. Hold it up and feed this first and then work the material down. But yeah, I saw this inlay down here. They cut a little short right there so you can see some white. But it don't look like they use knifeless tape because the line is mad jagged. Wow, you know, I guess work smarter, not harder, but I don't even really necessarily saying that's working smarter. It seems to be working a little harder, wrapping it in 2 pieces. But like I said, the overall wrap's like 6.5, 6.5. Didn't see any white, so maybe I'll give it like 6.5, 6.8. But yeah. Oh, there's another inlay right here on top. You can see that. See that white line right there? Yeah, that's an inlay. Good eye, KJ. Wow, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. I would have just opened the doors and worked that material back.